The United Nations headquarters in New York, a high-security facility which opened its door all the time under a very special circumstances. The UN is hosting the first art exhibition about Ukraine since the Maidan. And it's not lightweight. Almost 1,400 kilograms of art objects, pictures and installations brought from Ukraine by Taras Topolya and his colleagues. In his previous life, he was a musician and a frontman of a popular Ukrainian rock band Antytila. Since the beginning of the war in Ukraine, Taras now lives between Kyiv and the combat zone in eastern Ukraine. He is now not just a rock star, but also a famous volunteer. The exhibit Ukraine Exists is his dream come to life. It took hundreds of appointments, tons of petitions and fundraising to bring the art exhibition to New York City.
We started a fundraiser for the exhibit about 2 months ago, but the most active time was in December 2015. It seems all of the country donated money to the cause. First, we applied for Big Idea Platform, where we described our concept to show art and war, the black and white sides of Ukraine. We raised 150,000 hryvnia on Big Idea, and, of course, it is not the final amount we needed. We also received donations from different companies and from private donors.
This is a peace zone, a section of contemporary Ukrainian art represented by 16 young, ambitious, brave and unknown authors. They see Kobzar taking selfies in a mirror, and their map of Ukraine consists of 1,000 nails connected by yellow and blue ropes.
Ukraine sends all of its energy to the front line in the east, but at the same time, the artists of Ukraine also think about future from a cultural perspective. Every artist is aware there is nothing to lose. It is a now or never situation, and under such circumstances, artists try different ways to express their feelings. They use traditional oil and canvas, but some of them also use wood. I work with polystyrene. Ukrainian contemporary art is like an iceberg with a deep and hidden sense, an ancient tradition.
This is a war zone represented by 4 documentaries of 16 cinematographers and artistic unions. All non-fictional pieces showcase the experience of the Ukrainian military and volunteers. Those who've been captured by Russian-backed separatists, who faced torture on their native soil, and those who survived under a shell fire on the occupied territory of Ukraine.
It is important to have also art also in difficult times, to convey the message that Ukraine is more than just a crisis, that it is also a community of people who have wonderful artistic ideas and who are also documenting the hard times that they are having. I had also a brief look at the documentaries with exhibitions of people who have been held in captivity, and I think it's also very important to tell their story.
We have met with great understanding from the side of the United Nations. The main idea is the exhibit itself is not against someone. Everyone is fully aware of its context, and we don't have to show any horrible pictures. People could watch this on the news. The main idea is to show a different focus of the tragedy in Ukraine and a different perception of the conflict in Donbass.
This map is a part of the diplomacy in the United Nations style. As far the organization itself was created for improving peace, not provoking conflicts, and the exhibition itself is only for diplomats and employees of the missions to the United Nations. So text on this map arrived from clouds, and in spite of the solid layer of white and the red letters of White Russia are still visible.
The most popular part of the exhibition is the Ukrainian flag. Taras Topolya asked more than 100 Ukrainian defenders from 14 different checkpoints on the front line to sign it. It hangs at the entrance to the exhibit right next to the inscription, Ukraine Exists. Natalka Pisnya for Ukraine Today in New York.